welcome back to my channel and to today's video where I'm doing something a little bit different. So in the month of May, I have had a lovely opportunity to go on some really fun days out with my friends and my husband, and I bought some stuff at each of those, and there's stuff that I really want to show you, but they don't really fit into like a normal planning haul, or they don't fit into a book haul. They kind of just fit into like their own haul of like cute stuff I've bought that will probably mostly live on my bookshelves, or they're like fun extra things that just don't fit into one of those two categories. So I thought it would be fun if I showed you them in a dedicated haul for like fun cute stuff I got in May. I have no idea what I'm going to call this video, but hopefully I've come up with a title that makes some kind of sense. So the three main days out that I want to show you are from Miso Paper, which was a planning event, which was the first time that Miso Paper have run a planning event. So I wanted to do like a brief talk about that and show you what I got. I also went to Comic Con the day before Miso Paper, so it was a really busy weekend because I then went immediately to Oxford for a few days away with my husband, but I only bought books there, so those will feature in my next book haul. And at the beginning of May, I also went to Living Crafts in Hertfordshire, which is like a crafty, arty event. I bought a few things there as well. So those are the three event days where I bought stuff that I wanted to show you in this video. I figure I'll start with Miso Paper because it's the planning event, and I expect that it's what most people will have clicked on this video for, but I will timestamp the three things down below. So for example, if you're just looking for my Comic Con haul, then you can just skip to that if you want to. So if you don't know, Miso Paper is a planning shop that is based in the UK, which basically mostly acts as a seller for other brands. So for example, Archer and Olive or the Coffee Monsters Co. And Helen is definitely like, I think, the biggest company that they have that they sell the products of, but they really do sell products for a lot of people. And Barbara, who runs it, decided to create her first planner event this year, which was called the Miso Paper Pop-Up. This was run in London over 3 days on the 2nd May bank holiday weekend, and me, Anna from Plannerface, and our friend Emma went to the event on the Saturday, which was the first day. By the time this video goes live, Anna will probably have a full vlog of the event, so I'm gonna link that down below for you because I feature in that, so you can find out a little bit more about the event there. I will say that this event is not like other planning events that you might know of or think of. For example, Anna and Beth are going to be running a more what I would deem traditional planner event in March 2026 called the Planners Department. So if you're looking for one that is really structured and has loads of activities to take part in and really encourages you to meet other people, I think that TPD could be a really good option for you, and I will link to the website where you can pick up tickets if you want to come and meet me in person, and as well as other people. But I'll be at TPD, so you know, that might be something if you're looking for something that I think has a little bit more structure to it. The Miso Paper event was much more free flow, so it was in a venue which isn't really like an event venue. It was in like a co-working space, which was beautiful. It's a multi-story building, and the basement floor has a cafe that looks out on this like beautiful like arty garden with loads of plants. Like, it's absolutely stunning. The cafe is not like a true cafe. I don't know if it is on a normal working day, but Miso Paper had like a mini Japanese cafe where you could get snacks and drinks from. And then on the other floors, there's basically a load of breakout spaces, and the primary focus of this event was workshops. So for example, Helen from the Coffee Monsters Co was doing a workshop, as well as other brands. I personally didn't go to any of the workshops. I just didn't have the money at the time that the events went live. So I just paid £20 for a ticket that gave me access to the venue. That meant I got a free goodie bag, and that I could go to the Miso Paper shop, which was also a part of it, where you could go and like some of the top brands, and especially the brands featured in the workshops over the 3 days, were available for you to purchase products from. I had a really fun day. Like, I went with Anna and Emma. Obviously, they're two of my best friends. They were two of my bridesmaids. They're people I'm really close to. I also met some of you guys, which was really fun. I've like never been spotted in the wild before for being a content creator, so that was like amazing. But I do think that this event, like especially if you weren't going to any workshops, didn't particularly encourage you to meet other people. Like, I'm very grateful to the people that came and said hello to me to introduce themselves, but it's not something I'm particularly good at. And so it meant that I didn't really like network or meet other people. I just had my 7x9 planner with me, and me, Emma and Anna just kind of sat and planned for most of the day, which was really lovely. And I'm quite behind on my planner, so that was really useful. And to be honest, I think was what I expected the event to be, but I don't know whether if people were expecting a more traditional planner event, I don't think that this was it. The shop is also obviously very limited because it's only selling like brands that Miso paper resells for, and that, again, that was what I expected, and it seems like feedback for the event was really positive. So I think people had a great time in the main, and hopefully it was what everybody else thought it would be. But I think my experience maybe slightly suffered by the fact that I didn't book into any workshops, but because I was there with my friends, it didn't really matter, and I still had a lovely day. I didn't get masses from the shop because to be honest, a lot of the brands that were being there, and I think who had workshops, their stuff's really expensive, and I just don't have the spare cash for that right now. But there was some Coffee Monsters Co stuff, and I love Helen, so I did pick up some of those bits. The shop wasn't particularly large, and also there was a massive queue to get into the shop. We decided not to queue in the morning because people were waiting like over an hour before they could get in the store, so we didn't go in until like 2 o'clock, but it was much calmer. I think maybe a couple of bits had sold out, but I didn't know what was there in the morning, so it's not like I feel I missed out or anything. So let me show you the goodie bag first. So it's really like Miso Paper branded. So it says Miso Paper pop-up, and this was like free with our like £20 ticket, and I think it's a really good size as well. Like, it's quite tall, so yeah, I think this is like a really nice product. And then inside was this tin, which is like a dedicated Miso Paper tin, and it's got some like designs on the front. I'm not sure like who the drawings are by, but it's got some like stationery stuff. And then on the inside, so we did get a couple of bits that were freebies. So we got some dedicated die cuts. So I think these are perfect if you're a journaler. Like, I don't particularly junk journal. It's something I would like to do, but I have a load of other journals that make junk journaling about stuff that I do without my husband. Like, I don't really have a planner for that. So that's maybe something for me to think about. But if I was going to, like, I think this is really cute and perfect. Like, most people at this event were not 7x9 planners. I think some people thought we were like aliens for having our 7x9 planner out, and they were like completely fascinated by it. Most people there were like TN, Hobonichi, that kind of thing. The other thing that was inside the tin was a lanyard. So this, where I wrote my name and my Instagram handle as inspired by Anna, and we got a free lanyard which says Miso Paper event pop-up. Like, it really is all like very branded. Like, so I think that Miso Paper has like invested quite a lot of money in this. And then we do have some badges as well. So one is just a generic Miso Paper, and then one is like specifically for the pop-up. So it says the Miso Paper pop-up event Stationery Holics United. So that is very cute. Inside the tin was also a token which could be used with a machine which I think are called gazpacho machines. I've never heard that word before, but I think that's what they're called. And it's basically like those sort of vending machines that you would put a token in and you get something for free. So everybody got given a free token, and then you could purchase more tokens, which personally I thought were really well priced for the fact that like you got like stationery in these gazpachos. So I felt that the tokens were actually very affordable, but I just didn't need to buy a load more washi tape or badges or anything. So I didn't buy any additional tokens, but I know that some people definitely did. So I used my token to get a washi tape, and I'm really happy with the washi tape that I got. So this is a washi tape. I guess the brand is BGM. I'm not totally sure, but it's like a sage green flower one. I don't know how well my camera is picking that up today. It's like really not. Yeah, it's not picking it up well at all, but it's a really cute foil pattern with like flowers and gold streaks through it. It's really nice. I'm really happy with it. And me, Anna and Emma all got different ones. So there was definitely a range of washi tapes in there. So that was really fun. And I think I would have liked to have maybe picked up a few more, but I just didn't necessarily need more washi tape. But I think it was a really fun idea to have them. The other thing was that they had these like stamp stations on each of the floors, which had some very bespoke stamps. So these are just some of the stamps that I did. I won't like go through all of them in detail because it's not particularly interesting, but like we've got a few Coffee Monsters Co's one, which is really fun. So again, perfect if you're a journaler. Like, a lot of people there have TNs and Hobonichis, and I think this is such a cute idea. I think Barbara really understood what people would have liked out of this event. So that was really fun. So I need to keep those safe, and if I do decide to journal about this day, then I want to make sure I include those. So in terms of what I purchased, as I say, I really didn't purchase very much, and this, I'll be honest, it did still come to like £28.50, which is quite a lot of money. Like, I think ultimately Coffee Monsters Co stuff is a little bit more expensive, and I think especially if you're buying it like in the UK than if you buy direct from Helen. So yeah, I didn't buy a ton, I'll be honest, but I think what I bought was cute. So first up, I got this washi tape, which is like London themed, which is super duper cute. I don't know if this was like specific to this event or whether we would be able to purchase it at another time, or whether it's available like on Helen's shop. But I just thought this was so cute, and given that I live near to London, I think that this is very reusable for me, so I felt this was a really good purchase. I got this cute little plastic wallet which is London themed. I don't know what I will necessarily use this for, but it is perfect for like quarter size sticker sheets, and it's just adorable, so I had to pick up that. But that was like £7 on its own, but it's so cute. And again, I don't know whether these products are available after this event or not. I picked up this die cut. This is something that you got for free if you were in Helen's workshop, but I wasn't. But this is like a London theme one. Again, would be perfect if you were journaling about the Miso Paper event. I then also picked up this sheet, which is called Go To Sampler. Yeah, and this is on like washi paper, and it's got a load of like really cute of Helen's designs. So I thought that one was just really usable for me. And then I also got this one, which is called Polite Smiles. And this is where like you're thinking something different, but then your face is showing like your like fake emotion, but you're thinking your real emotion. I thought that was really funny. So I wanted to get those because I haven't seen those sheets before. There was also a like London sheet, but I decided not to get that just to kind of reduce the amount that I was buying. And then I did also pick up a washi tape from my mum, but I'm not going to show that in case she watches this video, because I don't want to spoil it. I'm kind of hoping she's not watching so that she doesn't know that I bought her a washi tape. The other thing that I bought, so at the like Miso Paper cafe, they had these reusable cups, which I can't believe they have like their own branded cup. So like I really think that Barbara had done a great job at like theming the whole event. Like you really wanted that like collect 'em all attitude was really there. This cup is very fun, and at the venue they have like free hot drinks that you can just refill throughout the day, and this cup was only £3. So I think that that is incredibly reasonable. I'm not a hot drink drinker, so it didn't personally matter to me, but I feel like if you were a hot drinker, this was a really good deal, especially if you were spending all day there. The only thing I will say is that some of my friends did get hot drinks in there, and it was like too hot to hold, and my mum has recently really badly burnt herself from hot water. I feel like this is a thing that like panics me right now, so if you did get one, please be super careful with this with actual hot drinks. But as a squash drinker, I think I'm gonna be fine. I don't know how easy it would be to actually carry around, because like this is open permanently, so it's not something I could like carry in my bag because it would spill, but it's really cute. And to be honest, I'll probably never use it and just like keep it on my shelves, but it is really nice. So that's everything I got from Miso Paper. I would assume that Barbara is going to do this event again. I think that the feedback, especially on Instagram, obviously that's going to be curated feedback, but it was incredibly positive from many people. So I would assume that this event will run again. I would love to know if it would be as successful if it wasn't Helen from Coffee Monsters Co doing a workshop, because I think that's why a lot of people were there, was to meet Helen, because it's the only time she's ever come to the UK. And if it was Miso Paper's other brands, I don't know if it would be as successful, but I can definitely see like why people would really enjoy this. And I think there were some like mini meetups happening in the day, so there was like a TN meetup and things like that. So it might have just been that I didn't really meet new friends there, but loads of other people did. Like ultimately, I'm not that outgoing, I'm not that great at meeting new people, so yeah, it may have been a me thing why I didn't meet anybody new. But yeah, I think if this event ran again, I think like me, Anna and Emma would happily go again. It's really easy for us to get to, and hopefully if I went again and you know other people were like making more friends, I would make more friends too. Okay, so next up I'm going to talk about Comic-Con. So I went to Comic-Con the day before Miso Paper. I adore Comic-Con. I go to the London one. My husband and I have been a few times, and then I've been previously before. We really like going on the Friday because it's a bit quieter and it forces us to take a day off work, so that's kind of nice. But the other benefit we've had the last two times we've been is that Natural Six, who are a like D&D group made up of like content creators, voice actors, that kind of thing, and I'm like obsessed with Ben Starr because I'm a big fan of PlayStation Access, and that's like what first like launched Ben to me, and he's a really big voice actor now and is in a lot of games, especially the new one which is called like Expedition 33, something like that. Basically this group of people formed this D&D group, and they did their first live D&D at the last Comic-Con, and then they were at this one as well, and they did it on the Friday, so it worked really well for us to go on the Friday, and that was kind of like the main reason we were there. And then if you've not been to a Comic-Con before, they have like a load of like events or panels, that kind of thing, like game shows, like bingo, nerd bingo and stuff that you can do. And then they have a lot of stalls. So it's a big shopping opportunity, particularly for like pop culture and nerdy things. They have like book stalls, they have game stalls, artists and authors will have stalls there. There's like cakes, like we got some really nice cakes. We've eaten all of them, but I'll show a picture if I remember to. We got some fudge as well. They have a load of like merch stores. So like it really is a great shopping opportunity if you are one of life's nerdy people like my husband and I. So I did a little bit of damage when I went there. I got some really cute stuff, so I'm really excited to show you. First thing I want to show you is this cute top that I'm wearing in this video. I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to show you, but it is this adorable like Evie tarot top. And this is by Kate Mia White. I've got her business card here and I will link to as many of these shops as I can in the description down below if I can find their social medias. I love her aesthetic. Every top is like black with this white pattern. She's made like her own tarot card set. She had tote bags, she had other stuff. Her store was just such a vibe. And I love Eevee. Like Eevee is like my favorite Pokemon and all of the variations of Eevee and stuff. So I thought getting an Eevee one was just perfect. I got it in a 2XL, I think, because I wanted something that was like quite baggy, almost like a dress. I think I could have gone one bigger. So for context, I wear a size 18 UK size. I think I could have gone one bigger and would have felt like even more comfortable in terms of like that dress vibe that I was going for. But this is definitely a really good size in terms of like being baggy. It's not too tight because I'm not interested in wearing tight fitting t-shirts. I would much rather wear baggy ones. The quality is great. I've not tried to wash it yet, so I can't really comment on that. But I feel that this was like well worth the money. I think it was £25, which is very reasonable for a t-shirt in my opinion. I don't think there's going to really be much rhyme or reason to the order of the things that I get here. They're kind of just in a pile next to me, so I'll just show them. So next up, I got a new alpaca. So if you don't know, I do collect alpacas. So on my desk, if I remember, I'll link to a video down below, which has a tour of my desk, which is several years old, but the general vibe is still the vibe of my IKEA desk. And I have alpacas all along the top. My alpacas are named after Harry Potter characters because this like collection predated J.K. Rowling being so open about her transphobia things. So it's just kind of life, unfortunately. And I just have so many of them at this time. But yeah, so whenever I go to Comic Con, which is where most of my alpacas have been collected, I always look for more. Last time I went, they had loads of alpacas, and this time they had barely any, which is very sad because I feel like alpacas are going out of fashion. But I did manage to pick up this little guy. He's a little one, like a keyring size, so he'll be one of my smaller ones. I think I'm going to call him Aberforth because I do have two other white ones. Albus is my OG alpaca. He like comes everywhere with me. He's been on like every single holiday I've been on since I got him. He comes on every trip away. Like I love him. And I also have like a white girly one who is called Ariana. So I figure this one will probably be Aberforth to like keep him with the like, you know, Dumbledore family of alpacas. I also got an art print from one of my favorite artists, Brogan Coral. So I've been a big fan of Brogan's for a number of years. One of the first, if not the first Comic-Con I went to is where I discovered Brogan's shop, and her art is beautiful. I have so many of her prints and stickers, and I was so excited when she got a stall for this year's Comic-Con because she didn't get one originally and I was absolutely devastated for her, but thankfully she did get one in the end, and I spent like a lot of the day going around and looking for her shop. She was so busy all day, which was just amazing. She had like her best Comic-Con ever, so I'm so happy for her. I did only pick up one print, which was this one, which is like a foiled moth. I think this is absolutely stunning. This is almost giving like Crimson Moth vibes, which is a book by Kristen Ciccarelli, which I've not read, but the vibe of the cover is very similar. I want to have a think about where I'm going to put some of my art prints, because I actually have quite a few of Brogan's art prints up like on the back of my desk, because I've like just been such a fan of hers for so long. But I have so many art prints in general, I don't necessarily know what to do with them all. I don't have wall space in my conservatory where I can put them, so I need to have a think about where I can display this one, but I couldn't resist. It's so beautiful. Okay, let's stick with the art prints. So these are from Taz Creations. So again, I will link to them down below, and they do a lot of like Disney inspired stuff. It was the first store I bought anything from, and the owner was so lovely. I was dressed, I'll put a picture up, I was dressed in like an Aurora Disney bound. So I found this Loungefly from Vinted and I got it at a really good price, and I felt it was a rucksack that I could take out on the day-to-day, whereas my other Loungeflies are like sequins and have massive mouse ears, and I felt like they're not as like day to day. So I got this rucksack and I was like, okay, I really want to take it to Comic-Con, but now I need an Aurora like Disney bound. So I found a dress that I also got on Vinted and ears that I got on Vinted, and so I had my whole like Aurora vibe together. And she was the only person who complimented my outfit and knew what it was, because she's a Disney fan. So I was like, I have to buy from you. She had a sort of like, I don't know, 3 for £10 or something deal, but she let me buy across a few different products. So that was really nice of her. So first up, I have this gorgeous Belle print. So gorgeous. Like, Belle is my favorite Disney princess, but I think this is one of the most beautiful art prints I've seen of her. This really gives me the vibes of when she's singing the reprise. So after she's done like the Big Belle number that opens the film, when she does the reprise, it's like, I want adventure in the great wide somewhere. Like, that is my favorite Belle moment. It's actually my favorite like piece of music from the whole film. So the fact that this is like that vibe is just stunning. And then I also got these 3 mini prints. I wonder if I can like make use of these somewhere on my bookshelves. So the first one I got is Wally. He is one of my favorite characters. I love that he's in the Disney Dreamlight Valley game, because I think that Wally like doesn't get enough love. This is one of my favorite Pixar movies, and yeah, I'm just obsessed with Wally, and the fact that he like loves Hello Dolly, and when he's watching the bit, and oh, it makes me cry. I have Baymax, one of my favorite characters as well, and again, I think like not as maybe as underrepresented as Wally, but I do think that like Big Hero 6 as a film does not get enough love. I think Big Hero 6 is like in my top 5 Disney movies. I think it's great. The like emotions of the, oh my gosh, it's so great. But Baymax is one of my favorite Disney characters. He's just so lovable. And when I was having therapy a couple of years ago, I had to come up with a character who I could like turn to when things were bad, and I thought of Baymax. And then one of my other absolute favorite Disney characters is Pegasus, but specifically Baby Pegasus. I love Baby Pegasus so much. I have a Baby Pegasus toy that I got from Disneyland Paris, which is like one of my favorite toys of all time. And I'm going to see the Hercules musical for my birthday. I'm going to be like Disney bounding as Meg. I found a dress on Vinted that is like perfect, and I'm going to be taking my Baby Pegasus when I go and see it. And I don't care what anyone says, and the fact that I'll be turning 33, yeah, it's just the absolute vibe. So I'm really excited about that. And then she also had a load of bookmarks, and I wasn't sure what one I wanted to get, but then I saw she had my babes, Meg and Hercules, and I decided that this was what I was going to get. She just had too many to choose from, but Meg and Hercules are like underrepresented in my opinion. I think that Hercules is like, it's not a film that is talked about as much as like Beauty and the Beast and stuff, and Hercules is like absolutely up there in my top 5. So I decided to go for that. So thank you so much, Taz. These are all so cute, and that her shop is like definitely a shop I would look out for at future Comic Cons. Okay, bit of a sidestep now. So I picked up a book at Comic Con. So there are a lot of like indie authors there, and if we'd had more time, I would have liked to have spent more time like going around the indie authors stores, especially for those that draw graphic novels, which are one of my favorite type of books to read, because I love graphic novel art. And I would have liked to have picked up more, but we were in a rush. By the time I got to like the half of the hall that had the authors in it, we were only there on the Friday, and we'd spent quite a bit of time like queuing for other things, and then we knew we wanted to queue about 45 minutes early for Natural 6 to sit near the front. So I wasn't able to like go round the stores in as much detail as I would have liked. But right before we were about to stop shopping, I came across the stand for Vivian Trong, who is the artist of the graphic novel City of Dragons. And I read this, I own the first one, it's somewhere in this pile, kind of like just here, this like orange title here. And I really enjoyed it. It's a middle grade graphic novel, but the art is particularly what I love about it. And I knew there was a second one out, but I've never seen it. In my Waterstones where I live, we only have the first one, so I'd never found the second one. Well, apparently that was meant to be, because the author was at Comic-Con, so it meant that I could just get the book direct from her. And she signed it for me, and she drew one of the dragons. It's so cute. Look, it's so lovely. And this is her business card here. Yeah, it's so cute. Like, her art is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I want to find like one of the dragons, because when I first like saw the dragon in the first one, I was like, oh, my jaw dropped. I don't think those were the best panels, because we've not got like a a one-page reveal like we had in the first one, where you can like, because there's a lot of story going on in City of Dragons. It's basically about this character who like ends up with a dragon that she like needs to raise, but she's got to like keep it from her evil stepdad. Oh, it's just so good. So yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled, and that's like a great way for me to carry on a series as well. And the fact that I've got a signed one, it's just so cute. I'll also just briefly show you, I got this Whatnot bag. And I didn't know that we were getting Whatnot in the UK, because I watch a lot of American and Australian resellers, so I kind of know what Whatnot is from them. But like eBay had a massive stall at Comic Con, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then Whatnot also had one, so I guess that's why eBay did. Whatnot is a reselling platform that does like live reselling, and a lot of people sell pop culture stuff well on Whatnot, especially in the US. So yeah, I didn't know we were getting in the UK, but there you go. And they were giving out free bags. So it's a very bright bag, but it's good quality. It's quite large, so I felt that was worth showing you. Okay, and then last up, I have wanted one of these every single Comic-Con I have ever been to, and I have never been able to afford one before. And I went back and forwards a lot about whether I was going to get it or not. And I like kept saying to Stuart, like we went to the store and then left, and I was like, do you think I could get one? Do you think I could get one? And this is the first time that I've seen this type, which are cheaper than the other ones. So that was why I decided I could get it. It is, oh, don't break. It is a Pokemon terrarium. It's Bulbasaur. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. So the ones that I've seen previously are like inside Pokeballs, and they are like, it's about £60 minimum. That's like the starting price. And I was like, I cannot justify £60. Like, I've just never been able to deal with that. And then one of the stalls that was selling them now has these ones, which are like hanging ones, and these were only 35. I don't know why they're so much cheaper. I guess because they could just buy the like glass things a lot easier than the like specific Pokeballs. So I'm thrilled, because I think this is even cuter than the Pokeball. The fact also that I feel like Bulbasaur is not trapped. It's also great. Oh, I love it so much. It's so cute. So I'm so happy about this. And yeah, I went back and forwards a lot while I was there, but I in the end decided I needed it. They had a few different Pokemon, and as I said earlier, like Eevee is my favorite, but they didn't have one with Eevee. And they did have like, I could have bought a pack to make my own, and I was tempted by that, but it was £5 more expensive. And also I didn't feel that I would be able to do it as cute as these ones. And Bulbasaur is a Pokemon that I really love. Like, I would definitely be a grass Pokemon girly. And yeah, I decided that just like the whole color vibe of this one was just perfect. So I got this one. I don't know the name of the shop, unfortunately, because they didn't give me a business card or anything, and I didn't take a picture of their stand. But I'm sure that if you just search Pokemon Terrarium on Etsy, like you would be able to find Pokemon Terrariums, even if you couldn't find this exact shop. And I'm sure there'll be at future Comic Cons if you wanted to go there. So the idea, so it comes with this stand. This is obviously terrible, but it comes with this stand, and the idea is that it will hang. In fact, maybe it's not meant to hang with the rope, actually. Maybe I just hang it like that. Yeah, okay, there we go. I was like, why is it not hanging well? But yeah, this is the idea. It just hangs like this, which is so cute. Oh my god, I'm so obsessed with it. They had a few different color stands, and they were going to give me a black one. I was like, can I have a gold one? So yeah, I'm gonna put it on my bookshelf somewhere. I think probably in the orange book section, but ultimately my bookshelves are quite busy right now. But on like the very top of my bookshelves, my husband bought me a really cute anniversary present. It's because the first wedding anniversary is paper, and it's like a book that has like K and S and then our wedding date, and so that's now gone in my like top square of my bookshelves. So I'm wondering whether maybe Bulbasaur is gonna live up there with him. I don't know, but it's so cute. I'll put it here for now so that he can like hang and just like live his best life on my shelves. I'm so happy. He's so cute, and it's a really like needed lift to my bookshelves, to be honest. I love him so much. I also at Comic-Con got these 3 beaded bracelets. So I don't have many beaded bracelets. Like Anna has made me a few because she's the best. So I have a Peace Love Plan one, and I have a one from Wicked Popular. So those are the 2 that I have from Anna. But there was a stall which I'm gonna try and link to them down below, because I think it's like GIL beads, GIL beads, but I can't remember. But I decided to pick up a few bracelets because they had like a deal for like 3 for whatever. And I've decided that like these are the bracelets that if I died, somebody would be able to identify me as like you know, they would be able to look at these and be like, yeah, that's Kat. So the first one that I got is Stars Hollow. So this is obviously, these are really difficult to show on camera. This is obviously a Gilmore Girls one, and they had a few different designs. So they had like I Smell Snow, and they had like Rory and Lorelai, but I just loved the color vibe of this one. I think that one is so fun. I picked up a Belle one, of course, because she's my favorite princess, as we know. So I feel like on reflection, I should have probably picked up a different one because my 3 bracelets are not cohesive because the Belle one is like yellow and red. But anyway, it's Belle. I couldn't not get it. This one is actually tiny though. Like, I guess maybe it's meant for a small child, and I have tiny wrists as well. But this one is meant for a child smaller than me. So that one is a bit small, and I should have checked that more when I was there. But anyway. And then the last one I got is Heartstopper. My baby is Nick and Charlie. I'm so happy. Like, there they are. I love them so much. So yeah, they had a few different designs. They had like Nick and Charlie and stuff. But yeah, I decided to get the one that just said Heartstopper. So yeah, those are the 3. Like, the Belle one does not go at all, but it's fine. They're so cute. And yeah, I feel like I would definitely like to get more. So I'm going to have a look for them at future Comic Cons, because they had like Buffy and they had Hamilton and like other musical ones, and I just felt like I couldn't get them all in one go, but I might try and collect some more. Okay, so that is everything from Comic Con. As you can tell, we had a great day. I love Comic Con, and I'm hoping that my husband will agree to go to the next one, because going there makes me really happy. So last up, we have Living Crafts. So this was at the beginning of May in Hatfield, and I've never been before, but my friend Natalie mentioned it to me, and we were like, yeah, let's go on like a little day trip, a little couples trip. And it was actually so good. It's massive. They have so many stands selling like art, crafts, soaps, candles, like all those sorts of like typically crafty things, but also like a lot of like art stalls and glassware, and it's just amazing, like the range of stuff they have. They also had a lot of food stalls, they had drink stalls, and they had workshops that you could take part in as well. So there were quite a few, but you know, because obviously people are giving their time for the workshops, the same as Helen from Coffee Monsters Co. They were, you know, some of them were a bit more expensive, but we picked a cheaper one to do, which was do a resin bookmark. And this is the bookmark that I did. It's so fun. It's basically, there's like a mold and you pour resin in, and then it's got these different like sparkles and glitter and stuff that you could put in for your bookmark. And then we also got to pick a ribbon as well, which is so cute. My one is definitely not perfect. I don't think it comes on relatively well over camera. It is not, it's not that great. I didn't put enough resin on, so I definitely couldn't put this in a book. Like, it's way too like scratchy. It would like mark up all my pages. So that is a real shame. But also, to be honest, it's quite thick anyway to put in a book. So I don't know how easy that would be to do. But anyway, Natalie and I are going to do some more. We've learned the technique now. So we're going to try and do some of our own ones, just like for fun. But yeah, it's so cute. Like, I love the colour combo that I picked and the bookmark. Like, the whole vibe of it is fun. So I'm still going to like, I might put it on my Bridgerton shelf because it kind of goes. So I think it'll be cute as like a display on my bookshelf anyway. So the next thing I got is from Ardeen Wild Mixed Media Art. And this is a coaster. So pretty. Is this not giving you Tiana vibes? That's why I got it, because it's giving me Tiana vibes. They had so many gorgeous things. Like, Natalie picked up a really gorgeous coaster as well. They had so much lovely art, but this one just really like reminded me of Tiana. So that was why I decided to get this one. It's so gorgeous. It's got like sheet music in the background. We've got like some script here. Yeah, the colors, everything about it just gave me Tiana. So I decided I had to get that. I also got this from Matt Adkins Glass Relief. Matt's stand was incredible. Like, he basically makes all of this like sea themed glass art. And so his stall was just the most peaceful thing I've ever looked at. I thought it was incredible. So this is the one that I got, which is these like waves. In fact, I've just realized it's like very cool because it's double-sided. So we've got like this on one side, and then the like crashing waves on the other. We've got like the birds and the sea at the top. It's so pretty, like so lovely. So yeah, I just like, he had so many different designs, and it was really hard to pick one, but I just felt like it was just like, I felt peaceful looking at it. you know? So I decided that like, I think it's probably meant to be this way round that you're meant to have it, because it's got like the waves crashing. But yeah, I just decided like, I felt so peaceful looking at it that I could not get it. And yeah, he just had so much lovely stuff, and I really wanted to support his stand. Yeah, because I just felt like his stand was just so stunning. I didn't want to like not buy anything. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Like, I would also, I think ideally like it on my bookshelves, but how much bookshelf space do I think I have? I also picked up a candle, and annoyingly, I don't have like a business card or anything, so I'm not sure of the shop's name, but I'm hoping it's going to be obvious once I open it. The candle is called Rio de Janeiro, and the smell is incredible. Like, it smells so good. And this is the bag, and her shop initials are CW, and I know somebody with the initial CW, so I was like, I don't really want that bag. But she had this one off with the R for Rio de Janeiro, and when I picked it up, she was like, oh my gosh, like, you picked up the only one with the R. And I was like, oh yeah, like, I was just drawn to it. She was one of the loveliest shop owners I've ever spoken to, genuinely so lovely. And she gave me this like wish bracelet. So I want to wear it. I think I want to research like how to wear this to make sure I do it properly. So if you know how to do these sorts of like wish bracelets, then please do let me know. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to like get across the smell of this to you that well, but the smell is amazing. I think this is maybe my favorite candle smell that I have of like every candle I've ever had. Like, the smell is just amazing. Oh yeah, so the shop I guess is called Candlewise. I'm hoping I can find them to link them. Oh, there we go, candlewise.co.uk. It's such a cute little candle. She had lots of different sizes. This was only £10, which I felt was really reasonable. Candles are quite expensive. The smell is just so good. So yeah, if you wanted to pick this one up, it's Rio de Janeiro. It's really fruity. It says on it tropical and vibrant. That's definitely how I would describe it. Tropical is definitely the smell. Like, it really is. It's so fruity. She has a really like big range of scents though, so definitely pick them up. I'm definitely going to put this on my shelves. Like, I have a number of candles, as you can see. I've got a couple of really big ones that my husband bought me from Super Carlin Brothers that are Disney themed. I've got a like Gilmore Girls one themed here. I have a Mean Girls one. No, it's not. That's a Snow Fairy one that I have up there with a Mean Girls badge in front of it. So yeah, I have a few. So this one is 100% going on my shelves, because if all my books could smell like this, I would be so happy. And then I think the last thing that I have to show you is from Suzanne Grey Glass. And this is a really lovely little tea light holder. And she had really gorgeous stuff. I've bought something for one of my friends from her that I'll save for Christmas. But I just thought this was so cute to not get. It's got this gorgeous flower pattern and this butterfly on it. I just thought this would look really cute on my bookshelves. Everything I buy is for my bookshelves. So I'm going to have to think about where this will go as well. I think it would look really cute in my blues section, to be honest. Like, I'll just sort of do a little bit of shuffling around over there. But yeah, it's so gorgeous, like really lovely. And she had such a beautiful range. I would have liked to have picked up more of the cups, but a lot of them were like wine glasses, and I'm not a wine drinker. So that was kind of a shame, but I would definitely go to her stall again, because I just think her stuff was like so lovely. So that is it. That's everything that I bought in the month of May. Let me know if you liked this video. Like, I'm very into buying like little trinkety things, so I guess if I do some more of these at some point, then maybe I could show you. But let me know if you enjoyed it, and let me know what was your favorite knickknacks and what you sort of most want to see me like incorporate into my bookshelves, because let's face it, that's what most of it's for. If you did enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate a like, and if you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe. In the description, I will have a link to as many of these shops as I can find. Do check them out. We love to support small businesses around here, so do check out their stuff if you saw anything that you liked. And I'll also have a link to my Instagram and my Goodreads if you want to check out any more content from me. But otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.